Hey Martians, let's talk about sea level on Mars. To do that, we have to look at the phase diagram of water. This shows us pressure on one axis and temperature on the other. And you see the three common phases of water. You see the solid phase, ice, liquid phase, and the gaseous phase. What we're used to experiencing on Earth is sort of this green oval here, about 1 atmosphere pressure, and temperatures between freezing and boiling. This is our common experience. Mars has a much lower atmospheric pressure and generally colder temperatures, so it's sort of this oval here, which interestingly coincides with this point here where the water portion of the phase diagram pinches out. There's also this interesting point up here called the critical point. Above that, the distinction between the water and the vapor phase kind of disappears. This is beyond our normal experience. It happens in industrial machinery and it happens in deep geothermal fluids, but it's not something that we have much experience with. But yeah, cool things happen up here. The triple point is the place where, for pure liquid water, at lower pressures, you cannot have liquid. It will either boil or it will freeze to become vapor or ice. And the pressure of Mars hovers right around this point, depending on the elevation you're at. So it's a convenient physical definition for what we would call sea level, or the place below which the altitudes are negative and above which they're positive. You have to define it somehow. And if you look at a topographic map of Mars, that's exactly what you have. The scale here, the yellow line is about sea level. That's about the place where the atmospheric pressure would be 6.1 millibars. So you see most of the northern hemisphere is below sea level. The Tharsis Bulge is much higher than sea level, and Olympus Mons here is the highest mountain in the solar system, sticking way up above that. And the Hellas Basin down here is the lowest point on Mars. So Mars does have a sea level, even though it has no significant amounts of liquid water, and we use the phase diagram of water itself to define that point.